Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about some tips and tricks to help you become better in using sniper rifles, as well as some deep dive into topics where I have mentioned in my 2 previous sniper videos before. Full disclaimer, I am not the greatest sniper in the world, nor am I a pro by any means. I am still trying to learn sniping myself, and I believe I have gotten to a point where I can say that I am a decent sniper. This is the part where I'm going to mention today's like goal, which is 3,500 likes. Then you're going to tap that like button down below, and I'm going to thank and appreciate you for it. These tips are some of the things that I worked and still working on in my journey to become a better sniper. Let me know down in the comments below if you know a sniper tip yourself. Whenever you're sniping, you want to have a great time, and that starts with using a sniper that's most comfortable to you. In this game, you have plenty of choices such as the DLQ, the Locust, the Arctic 50, and the Outlaw, and some of the marksman rifles. The current meta is dominated by DLQ and the Locust, and lately I've been having more fun and success with the Locust because it's smooth, scopes in fast, and the sound is satisfying for me. The DLQ kind of feels clunky to me. That's why I'm not using it as of the moment. Here's the gunsmith build I use for my Locust, as you may have seen from my Season 3 loadouts video. When I want my scopes to be quicker, I put on the stippled grip tape instead of the suppressor. If you're a beginner sniper, I suggest you use the OWC stopping power reload, although the negatives are just too much for me, so I got rid of it and went FMJ. Without stopping power, we need to be more accurate with our shots and hit the lethal hitbox. You could always go with the DLQ if you don't want to worry about magazine and hitboxes. Nonetheless, using a comfortable sniper will help you so much and will make the process in getting better easier. We have talked about this before, but how much faster is manual scoping versus ADS to fire button? Right now, I'm showing you the difference of both in slow motion. But what about the 2 manual scoping options? We know that the best options are either tap to ADS or tap and hold to ADS. But which one's faster? Let's compare both. In a game where reaction time is king, it's definitely important that we go with the faster option. This will ultimately give us the advantage in most gunfights, given that a sniper can challenge any class of gun that exists inside the game. If you're using 4 fingers or more, definitely give manual scoping a shot. If you want a sniper warm-up or training where you can practice your sniping, you could let me know by liking this video and reach our goal of 3,500 likes. Or if you really want to let me know, comment 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down below. This is something we haven't talked about in any of the previous videos, because what we're doing is just carrying over the things we know over to sniping. Let's start with taking advantage of desync. Just like we talked about before, desync will always be present in this game. Just like the pros, you should take advantage of it. Whenever you peek, it will take a few milliseconds before the server sends the info to your opponent. This means you can see your enemy before they can see you just for a split second. With snipers being one-shot kill most of the time, that is a huge advantage, especially if we hit our shots consistently every time we peek. With that knowledge, what's the best way to peek with snipers? We all know that snipers take up a huge part of the screen whenever we handle it. We won't see the right side of our screen whenever we slide going left. Remember, it's best to jump peek when going left. When going right, you can do both jump and slide peeking because you can clearly see the left side of your screen easy. What about during gunfights? When I happen to come across an enemy in close range, taking one shot then sliding away to readjust would be one way, but you can also slide away immediately before even taking a shot to disorient them. For medium to long range gunfights, don't stop moving until you're about to take the shot. If you're in the open with no nearby cover, you can do the zigzag movement, slide, jump, then take your shot. That way you'll be harder to hit and you might catch the enemy reloading while you shoot. When using a sniper, we die mostly due to one of these reasons. Someone rushed you with a shotgun, you got killed by an NA-45 user, you're noob at sniping, or you're running out of bullets and now you have to die while reloading. You might already know this, but it's still worth it to share because of the time you shave off in reloading. Start your reload animation and wait for the exact moment your bullet count resets. Just aim in and out the fastest you can, and in this case for the Locust, when you see the mag getting inserted, the bullet count updates and from there you can cancel the reload animation. That way we spend less time reloading and more time sniping, not simping. I have touched this topic in my previous videos and I cannot stress enough the importance of this. We always want to have the fastest reaction time possible and make things easy for ourselves. You want to be set up for success, center, scope in, and fire. That's all you need to do. Combining centering while being able to blank scope in close range will give you the easiest shots you will ever have to make in your whole life. Doing this will give you more kills than you think, just using the knowledge of where players like to go, and anticipating them with our crosshairs lined up gives us the fastest reaction time possible. Having centered on lanes where you expect enemies to be and watch those while your teammates are pushing a certain area, or while you push with your team while you're behind them. You can practice your centering on shipment where enemies constantly appear, and as you play more games, try to learn where enemies like to go. This tip kind of falls under trigger discipline and also related to the previous tip, and this is the key in hitting your sniper shots. Predicting enemy movement and tendencies is important in order to align your crosshairs to the enemy. For example, if the enemy's bunny hopping in front of you, remember that what goes up must come down. Make sniping easy for you by anticipating where the enemy should land. This also applies when you see someone far away and you know they're going to be peeking that corner or be running in one direction. Lead your crosshairs and let the enemy walk to his death. Same thing goes with face-to-face encounters. Before you even scope in, move around until your enemy makes his move, say when he slides away. Having a sense of where the slide animation ends and lining up your aim there will guarantee you a much better shot. If you want to have better predictions, continue putting yourself in stressful situations. I know I just said to continue putting yourselves in stressful situations, but after hundreds, thousands even, of those stressful situations, you will find yourself to be more composed when it comes to those scenarios. It's okay to have a wrong prediction in a gunfight or the feeling of not being where you want to be, but know that you'll get there if you put in the work. That, and if you have a good device and internet connection. That being said, being flustered can really affect your performance in the game. One of the things you can do is to reframe your mindset. First thing to remember is, this is just a game. Having fun while practicing is actually more important. A competitive mindset is good too, but sometimes we forget that we are playing a game and we still need to have fun. Another way it can affect your gameplay is if you're having tense fingers while you're holding the phone, especially if you're pressing or swiping on screen too hard. We want to have our fingers gliding freely across the screen with equal pressure at all times for more consistency. With the game having no actual buttons, button mashing, or in this case, screen mashing, or in this case, screen mashing won't work as good. Also remember, try not to punch or throw away your phone whenever you die to an NA-45. Sniping certainly takes some skill, and a player that has great mastery of the basic principles and a really high level of gun skill will make any sniper rifle trump any other weapon in the game. Just remember this play by NRX Whoopi, where he rushed with a sniper getting 3 kills in a row. With that being said, you can also do this if you practice well and sharpen your instincts. That's it for today's video. If you learned anything, please drop a like and share this to your friends that need some tips on using a sniper rifle in COD Mobile. For today's question, what's more overpowered, shotguns or snipers? Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.